What is up, everybody? So Primetime will be joining us very shortly. He just got back from his baseball game. He had a rain delay, so he'll be on in like 2 minutes. So if you guys don't want to see Legend, you don't want to see me, Primetime will be joining us momentarily. Hope you guys can actually hear me because we haven't done this in so long. It's like I don't even know what the hell this. I forgot how to set this shit up, to be honest with you. So Primetime is joining momentarily. We're happy to be back. I think he's actually joining us right now, which is impressive for him. So I'll wait before I talk. Oh, he is. Look at this. This is like record time here. Look at you.
Still 8:30, so I'm not late. I made it.
I have to get rid of Legend now. Legend was just going to make a speech, too. He was all fired up about this.
Dude, my game literally ended at 8:13. I don't know how I made it in time.
What's up, man?
How you doing? It's been a while.
Dude,
let's start it the right way.
Missed the prime time.
Cheers, man. How you been?
Dude, it's so weird because it's like the last couple weeks, it's either I had no power or like our schedules have just been fucked up. It's so weird. It's never like this.
I forget what happened last week. Why I couldn't make it, but yeah, it was you 2 weeks ago, and it was me last week. So
yeah, so we got lots to talk about. We have
what do you want to start with?
We have some show news. We could talk about the trip to Carolina. We could talk. Well, first off, the t-shirts or the tank tops and everything are hopefully going to come in this week. The supplier's just been getting buried with requests. I think right now, the world that we live in, everybody, like I can speak from my personal perspective. I work for a manufacturing company and everything's just a mess. Everything's on backlog delays. So our shirts will hopefully be done the end of this week. Once I get them, I'll get them all out as fast as possible. So we appreciate everybody that's, been kind of, I know everyone wants to wear a tank top. I want to wear a tank top.
I'm not going to lie. I was a little disappointed that I couldn't wear mine at Donovan's. I probably could have pulled in a few more digits this weekend, but
listen, man, I'm getting messages. Fucking Steve is messaging me and I'm like, bro, I get it. But I'm like, we're not Nike, man. We don't make the goddamn shirts right here. We don't print them out.
Yeah.
So we got that. So I guess what we can do, we'll start with the Carolina trip. Now there's a lot of stuff to discuss here. First is I wonder where everybody is staying because I've been doing some research, and for me personally, I'd rather stay in the city, which is about a half a mile from the stadium.
Yeah,
and just kind of be there where you're around everything. Like you may pay a little bit more, but me personally, I'd rather do that. Park the car and be able to walk everywhere. I really don't want to drive anywhere.
That's what we did when we went to Arizona. When me and Jay went out there, we were literally a few blocks away from the stadium. We were able to party all weekend there, and then we just walked right over to the stadium and we had our tailgate. We had fun, and that was it. So nice and easy. So I'd love to do something like that.
For those of you that are going, let us know where you're staying at. Like I saw, there's a lot of like Hilton's, all nice. I mean, you're going to pay whatever, $180 a night, whatever it is. But
Airbnb
or Airbnb could do that too.
Yeah, Kyle told me he was doing Airbnb. He got like pretty cheap rates on that. So
yeah, but I mean, that's I kind of like to go to a place that has like a gym and a bar and restaurant, shit like that. But that's whatever.
What, are you going to work out on this trip?
Bro, I always work out, man. See, this is your amateur hour shit.
Are you kidding me?
You go out the next morning, you get a good workout in, a good run, a good workout. You sweat out all your shit, then you feel better.
No.
This is why some of us can hang out longer than others because it's amateur hour shit.
No, what happens is I turn on the switch and I just don't turn it off.
No, while you're sleeping, I'll be working out.
I don't go to sleep.
Please. So anyway, if you guys are going, whoever's going, please let us know where you're staying at or places to stay because we're going to start figuring it out. The trip's only a couple weeks away, a couple months away. As of right now, prime time, are you driving down or flying down?
What are you doing?
I looked at it. It's like 9.5 hours, 10 hours.
Yeah.
I may just fucking drive.
Well, if you're going to drive, I don't mind driving. So
because I looked at the flights. The flights, like if you take like JetBlue out of Newark, I didn't look at Atlantic City yet, but I'm like $300 and $400 a flight. I'm like, dude, for 9 hours, I'll just drive myself and like enjoy it.
Yeah, I was fine driving. It's just a matter of when you're going down. I wasn't going to drive by myself. So as long as you're cool with driving, I'm good Friday.
Yeah, let's leave like early Friday morning or something like that. If it's 9 hours, you'd be down there by 4 or 5 o'clock,
Yeah, works for me.
So we got that. Then
got tickets. What about tickets? We
can work on the tickets. That I'm worried about. So here now, we have ourselves a little dilemma.
Oh, no.
Now.
What now?
This is... So the tailgate that everybody was talking about, it's for a great cause. Marty Lyons Foundation, Gotham City Crew, they're doing it. It looks like a really good time.
Yeah.
$55, food, a couple beers, cash bar for the beer. I mean, that's fine. It's a mile and a half from the stadium. Okay. All right. Me personally, I listen, if anybody wants to go and help raise money for Marty Lyons Foundation, that sounds like an awesome idea. Me personally, I'd rather be at the stadium,
Me too.
and I'd rather just get a shitload of beer, a shitload of food, and just hang out, have a good time, and just do it that way.
Well,
So, good.
Well, I was gonna say if we're actually driving, I'll bring my grill, pack some food, and we'll just tailgate and bring a bunch of beer. And whoever's down there, you want to meet up with us, we can just do it that way.
I was I talked about this with Jay too. And I'm like, listen, I get the whole like you don't want like people don't want to bring their own beer, they don't want to bring their own food, all the shit. I don't want to be a mile and a half away from the stadium, and I don't really feel like having going to a cash bar for my beer. I'd rather just have a quick.
Yeah.
For me, it's like if I'm going to a tailgate, usually tailgates I go to, it's like $60 or $50, and all you can eat and drink, have a good time. Yeah. That's kind of where I'm at. But I guess understand if it's a fundraiser or anything else, and Fireman Ed's going to be there, and there's celebrities and all that shit. That's great. Me personally, I'd rather go to the stadium, and
especially on a road trip. Yeah, especially on a road trip too. You know,
I want to see how the Panther fans tailgate. I kind of want to get the whole experience. And we get there, like, so we got to figure out: do they do permits? Like, how their parking passes work? How that all that shit? This is your job. The parking passes, the permits. You got more time than I do, but let's figure it out, and then we can just say, listen, let's identify a lot. And say, this is where we're going to be. If anybody wants to come up, meet us and tailgate with us and go to that same area, great. If you don't, you want to go to Marty Lyons Foundation, that's completely cool too.
Yep.
And do it that way. But I'm not, that's kind of what I think I want to go to the stadium, dude.
No, I definitely want to be at the stadium. And even if like we're not tailgating, I'm fine just walking around. We can hop on the YouTube live, talk with Panther fans. I just like being at the stadium.
Man. I just want to just prop up beers and just have a good time.
No,
and so you got to figure that out. That's your responsibility.
Well, that's my responsibility. And what are we doing for tickets? Like, you need to tell me what your budget is. You're taking care of
I got an idea. I'll tell you. I got an idea.
Are you getting nice seats? Because I'm not sitting like in the upper deck.
I don't do upper level.
Okay. All right, I'm just making sure.
We've been sitting home for a year. Like that's
what I'm saying. I haven't been to a sporting event since everything locked down.
Do you understand that I want to see Sir Purr?
That's what, dude. I want to see dude. I want to be right behind the Jets bench. I want to see how Salah's working with everybody.
Yeah,
I want good seats, man. I've been saving plenty of money. I haven't gone to any sporting events since lockdown, so I'm ready to splurge on this one.
So we'll figure that out too. And once we figure out the section we're sitting in, we'll share that as well. What's up, Romeo? It's so cool talking to everybody, man. It's been so friggin' long, man.
It's been a real long time, man.
Gonna be a good game. What's up, Mike?
By the end of this one, you don't know how bad I got burnt yesterday.
What's up, Jordan? Oh, dude, I got my tans in full effect, man. I'm dark as I feel great.
You should have seen me 2 weeks ago, man. It was like very cloudy, sun wasn't out. I know that's like how you get burnt the most, but like as soon as I got to the beach, popped up, hit a couple of drinks, like, oh, I'll be fine. Next day, my back was just on fire. And like I looked it up, it was like that Hell's Itch or whatever for like a week straight. Yep. My back was just like nonstop itching. Everything was peeling, bubbling. It was gross.
I went down to Atlantic City to Hard Rock and stayed down there for the day. And it was like one of those days where it's like 95 degrees and sunny. But Atlantic City's got a whole different set of rules than the rest of the state. So Hard Rock, they have like 3 beers on the beach or 3 bars on the beach. And then you can drink on the beach. You can drink on the boardwalk. You can pretty much do whatever you want. And there were selling like buckets of beer on the beach. So you're sitting there and you're like, my buddy is like, dude, $25 for a bucket full of beers. I'm like, dude, you're full of shit. He comes back, dude, with a big bucket full of iced beers. And I'm like, we're so screwed. I'm like, and this was at like 11:30, 12 o'clock. And it's like 90 degrees. Yeah. So you're drinking and hanging out and talking. Next thing you know, it's like full-fledged, like full burn, like done.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So it's.
Yeah, Donovan is awesome for that too. Like you can drink on the beach. They got like rum buckets, all that stuff. So
what's up, Jared? Yeah, dude. Atlantic City, man, is a whole nother level of just chaos now with the beach. The beach is just wild down there.
I've never really been to the beach out in AC.
What's up, Nick?
I think I spent maybe one time out there.
Up, yeah, Nick? Man. Nick got Primetime did his run yesterday too. I did 7 miles yesterday. I had to sweat out all my beer and pizza and shit.
I did 6 today, but my time was awful. Like I ran through the first mile, and then like everything after that was probably like walking half mile, jogging maybe a half mile, and I was just dead.
Dude, it was so bad because I went out Saturday and went out for the fights and stuff, and then I'm like, woke up Sunday morning, I'm like, I gotta sweat this out. So you wear it, and like halfway through the run, I could like, taste the salt and like the booze. I'm like this is just disgusting, embarrassing. Just it was awful,
especially with the humidity lately.
It's brutal, man. So what else we got here? What's up, Darren? Anthony, it's good to talk to everybody. We apologize. So we're going to be streaming a lot more content coming up. Appreciate it. Yeah, we've been cranking out videos. Even Primetime's making videos. It's been crazy.
Finally, right?
What's up, Rachel? Congratulations. I think they got engaged. So congratulations to those guys. Yep.
Congrats.
So I keep up to speed all that's going on around here. Primetime.
I was gonna say, how'd you know that?
See, I see. Unlike you, I try to remain in touch with everybody. I try to keep everybody in the community. Like you go vanish. I try to keep everybody together here.
I know. I'm working on it.
Yeah, definitely fly out, Michael. The Carolina games, there's so many fans going. It's going to be awesome. So, and now we got Cassandra taking shots at you already.
What a surprise there.
You did not miss the news yet. We did not announce it yet. So, yeah, we'll go through the comments first. Let's see. Yeah, you probably are going to spend similar on gas, but you look at it, if it's a 2-hour flight, you got to go to the airport for 2 hours. That's 4 hours.
Tanks. 2 full tanks.
I've always wanted to drive down there because it's just I like to have the freedom and like just I hate waiting around for people. What's up, Richard? Home opener, definitely gonna do that as well. What's up, Vinny? Let's see. Oh, what is this? Here we go. We're starting shit already on this. Oh man, I gotta go back. I missed it. Tyson should leave Flowers since he's visiting the site where Notre Dame was once again exposed.
Ooh. There we go.
Come on, man. Why do we gotta take shots
at good Notre Dame trash talk? There we go.
Why are we even taking what? I mean, it's not my fault Notre Dame makes the playoffs every year. If you guys can't handle that, that's just called success every year.
Shit about the playoffs.
No, Curtis, you know why, Curtis? I'm old, dude. I don't like taking all the escalators and steps and shit. I'm just too old.
My season tickets are upper level, but if I'm going on a road trip and I haven't been to a stadium in over a year, I'm spending money. I want to sit lower level. I want to have a good time. So
what's up, Kevin? Yeah, I'm not not big money. I'm just lazy. I can't see either. I want to hang out with Sir Purr. I want pictures of Sir Purr. I love mascots. Like we have the Jersey Shore Blue Claws. They have like Buster and all these other bozos that are all mascots. I get the biggest kick out of them, dude. I have no idea why.
Wait, did you like the Jets drumline when they were going?
Well, they're not mascots.
Yeah, that was kind of a mascot.
No, they're like an entertainment act.
Oh, that's the closest we
like
had.
The Jets never had a mascot.
No, they haven't.
Like, yeah, you got Mr. Met. You got, those are mascots. Like the Jets. I mean,
what do you think our mascot should be if we had one?
We don't need a mascot, dude. 'Cause that thing will get heckled off the field. People throw shit at it. Sir Purr is the Carolina Panthers mascot. The one, if you look at the Robbie Anderson clip when Robbie Anderson didn't know who he was,
that was some funny shit.
I just like mascots. Did you guys hear about Dana White saying sports could be a lockdown again in the fall? I mean, that's because of all the they want to try to push all the boosters and everything. I think we'll be fine.
Hope so.
I do. I like mascots.
What are your thoughts on the pay-per-view?
Prime time. I followed you on Instagram.
I followed you back, Anthony.
There you go. As a McGregor fan since day one, he crossed the line. Yeah, I'm a McGregor fan too. I mean, I like a lot of things that he's done behind the scenes that people don't know about. He does a tremendous amount of stuff for charities, for first responders in New York City, in New Jersey. He's done a lot of really cool things that doesn't get any publicity. I like what he's done for the game. He's made a lot of people a lot of money. That's the one thing. Like even the card on Saturday night, like all the people that are on that card, like Sugar Sean O'Malley. He got so many more eyeballs on him because people tuned in to see McGregor. They now saw him. He's going to make a lot more money. The kid that he fought, I know. He's from CFFC down here. But McGregor's made a lot of people a lot of fucking money, dude. And people like the bar I was in, dude, was packed. It like 11:30. All of a sudden, people just started swarming in. Everybody wanted to watch MMA and McGregor, and that's the effect he's had. So with that being said, the shit he did afterwards was unacceptable. The wife comments, I'm going to kill you, and I'm going to kill you in the sleep, and
yeah,
that's like I love a good shit talk. I love trash talking. I understand selling fights. I understand all that. There's nothing cool about this. This is just classless. It's even like this thing. He posted something today, and it's like, come on, man. Like, and Poirier's been smart. He's being very classy about it.
What I don't understand is why was like Dana White kind of entertaining all that shit like afterwards, like kind of giving him like some like credibility towards what he was saying. Like, it wasn't a legitimate win. You know, he'll get another shot at Poirier eventually. Like
because Connor's his guy, dude, and Connor's his cash cow, and he doesn't want to piss him off. And he's like, you know what?
Yeah, but how do you pass over other guys in the division though, like Gaethje and like all?
No. Right? Poirier's going to get the title shot. That's coming up by the end of the year. You know, Gaethje now McGregor, he's screwed now because now these other guys coming up, he's got to beat all them, and it's, you know, I wouldn't be surprised when his first match back will be boxing because he's not gonna have to put any pressure on his leg.
Not worried about leg kicks either, yeah.
And one of the fans that one of the guys I follow, he made a really good point. He thinks that he actually broke his leg on a teep, a kick.
That forearm, right?
Yeah, because dude, that shit hurts like hell. Like when you throw kicks and like I've hurt in my shin when we wear shin guards. And you whip a kick into somebody's elbow and you get like dents in your shins, dude. It hurts like hell. And it's a good video of how he did that.
Yeah, so, I saw it on Twitter today.
That
was like literally seconds before the kick that he tried or the punch that he threw where he broke it. So
So I mean, I liked for the most part, I liked all the hype coming into the fight. I liked all the like he just like the whole wife thing was just like, dude, you don't need to go to that level. Like it's just he had like a good spark to him, a good thing going, and then it's just like.
Well, I think he felt that the last fight he was too much the nice guy. He gave Poirier too much respect, so he was trying to amp it up this much. And I get that, like you said, it's about selling fights, and he tries to stir up all the drama. I totally understand that, and it works because I mean, look at the pay-per-view buys. I mean, all the money he generates.
Even the press conference was great.
Other guys, yeah, but like you said, though, family, kids, wives, like that shit's just crossing the line. So.
Yeah, no, it was very disappointing, man. Like I just like the entertainment value. I like I like the spark he brings to the intensity he brings and the chaos. Yeah. But Poirier comes out looking like a rose with this because it's just kind of looks so bad. Yep. I'm down for the Miami game, man. I'm definitely going down to the Miami game. Get out of this New Jersey weather. Primetime getting some compliments here.
If you guys haven't checked it out, it's still up on the Jets, social media pages. Just throwing that out there again.
What's up? That's up, Carlos.
What's up, Carlos?
Chris Herndon. Yes, he does.
A lot of guys need big training camps.
Yep. What's up, J.E.? Why are we taking shots at Notre Dame here? I don't understand.
That is a good point. Have they won a playoff game yet?
Come on, man. Yes, of course they have.
They did?
The Jets drum line, yeah, I couldn't.
Like in the new format with the top four?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, no. So they haven't won a playoff game. They've won a bowl game. They haven't won a playoff game.
Yeah, I mean, what's up, Vincent? How you doing? Yeah, Connor, he'll be back. He'll be back this probably 6 months. I'm telling you right now, it'll be boxing. I guarantee it'll be boxing.
And how the hell did Dana White not know that Aldana didn't make weight?
Crazy, man.
That's just absurd, man.
Yeah. I mean, and then like he praised her. He was like, "Oh, she's so great. I'm gonna give her a bonus." I'm like, "Bro, she was 3 pounds over."
Yeah, he didn't even fucking know. And even the way he was talking about the co-main, I mean, I didn't think it was an entertaining fight, but I mean, Burns did what he had to do. I mean, he controlled the fight. He did what he had to do to win that. So I thought that was a good performance by him.
Pro. Is Gritty the Flyers mascot? I think it is, right?
I think so. Yeah.
I follow him on Twitter.
Do you really? You don't follow Mr. Met?
Nope. No, I would not do that. Conor went from class act for the second fight to absolute scorched earth bad guy now. Yeah, he's a true villain now, which I think he's embracing being a villain. But you could be a villain and an asshole, but the whole family thing and the wife thing, it's just unnecessary, man. It's just so unnecessary. Conor will be back. Yeah, I mean, he'll be back. There's no doubt he'll be back. He's got a lot to prove. I think he did a lot of good things. Going for the guillotine was like, what are you doing? Like your stand-up was doing just fine. Like that changed the whole game of it all. But
yeah, even Joe Rogan was saying, if you're going to go for that, do it like while standing up. Don't actually drop on your back.
Don't drop down.
Yeah.
No, Dana White loves all this stuff. I mean, that's why Kobe Covington gets all the shots he gets, and he braces. It's they like to like the UFC is not about rankings. It's about what sells the most, what makes the most money, what gets the most ratings. That's why Poirier fought for this instead of the title first. They want money. So,
how about that Chewy with the hot sauce?
That's awesome.
It was amazing.
That he's fun, man. He is so fun. He's making a lot of money too. So let's see. There's Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley. Supposedly Woodley's doing a really good training. That'd be interesting. Let's see what we got here.
I got a feeling he's gonna fuck up Jake Paul.
McGregor versus Gagey. Oh, Gagey he will just whew.
Yeah.
Man.
I think McGregor's got to fight somebody like almost like the Cerrone fight, somebody that he can handle like first coming back, just like an easy win, get him back on the right track, and then they'll build him back up
Sanchez
for another
or somebody.
mega fight. Yeah.
Let's see. What's up, fellas? Conor's just selling the fight, guys, just like Muhammad. No, listen, he does the Joe Rogan interview right after the fight was completely he was out of his mind. Like I can understand that he was so amped up. He broke his.
Don't you think to a certain extent it's wrong to interview a guy like that while he's sitting there with a fucking broken leg? I mean, what did you expect him to say at that point? I mean,
I'm going to get you and your wife in their sleep or some shit. Like he's putting a gun out. That's like a little.
I know.
He was off the rails, man. It was just like, what are you doing?
That's all the more reason you don't talk to a guy seconds after he just broke his leg. I mean, what do you expect him to say? What's up, F?
Yeah, the Otani. I mean, Stephen A. Smith's comments today were just
that was ridiculous,
friggin' ridiculous.
Every sport has tons of guys that need translators. I mean, I guess football maybe not.
Look at Oliveira, the UFC champ. Look at what the UFC champs had. Like, I mean, that's
NHL. You got tons of guys overseas that don't.
That comment is just so ignorant, man. It's just like, come on. I don't watch Otani to see if he can give a good press conference. I want to see him hit 500-foot home runs.
Yeah,
and pitch the next inning.
Especially the impact he's having on baseball right now. I mean. trying to push all the international play and everything. I mean, he's a popular guy.
I didn't see that Take Flight review video, so I was beyond confused. Yeah,
you should check it out, Cassandra. It's on Instagram. It's on Twitter. You know, the Jets posted it. So, you know.
Primetime's a celebrity.
No, just an average guy.
Oh, yes. I tell you, I follow Gritty, man. I do. I follow him. I retweet some Flyer shit. I hate the Flyers. I like mascots. It's just, I don't know what it is. My bad. And for you guys that are into music, Light the Torch's new album came out. It's really good. And if you're into really heavy stuff, Motionless and White has a new song out, and Bullet for My Valentine's got a new song out, and they're both heavy as hell. Phenomenal. So I'm into like real angry music these days. No idea why. Let's see. What's up, Jose? Jose wrote a controversial video today, blasting ESPN and Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Check that out.
Did you watch the Euros yesterday? The Italy versus England?
I did not. I was engaged in a very intense game of volleyball with some very nice ladies that I was trying to.
Well, look at you, stud.
Yeah.
My bad.
I heard everybody go nuts though in the bar once Italy won.
It was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird to see Rogan doing that. Like that's kind of like, you know, they ended up with Chris Weidman. I mean, they got him out of the octagon pretty quickly. It's just
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It was weird. England choked. Okay. Taking shots at Gritty now. So prime time, I guess what we can do is we could talk about, we've made some show changes.
Yep. Let's get into it.
So what we've decided to do is change the game a little bit. So I had an hour conversation today with Tyrone.
How'd that go?
Interesting. I proposed to him our suggestion, and he's in for it. He's very excited. So starting next week,
is he asking for a raise, or are we keeping the same
that's
raise?
the problem. Okay. I had to do a lot of negotiating. I felt exhausted after talking to him. I feel like I lost a lot, but so tomorrow night it could be me and you. But what we're doing is we're no longer doing the call-in show, the radio call-in show anymore. We're gonna be doing all videos, live streams, and videos all on YouTube. We're not doing any more things with Blog Talk. And Mr. Tyrone has agreed every Tuesday night to join the live stream.
Let's go.
He'll be doing the live stream and he'll be doing videos. He's going to start making videos and joining us here. So all of our content will be primarily 1000% on YouTube. We will also download the audio from all these things and put it on Spreaker. So Blog Talk is done. The call-in show is done. So every time you see us now will be videos.
So he's going to be doing like small, like short clip videos too? Like
yes, sir. We talked about it all. He is going to, on Tuesdays, we got to figure out the timing, because the one thing people got to understand is he drives. He drives a lot. So in order for him to do a live stream, he's going to be joining us probably from his truck, but he'll have a laptop. We'll have it. We're figuring out a way to make sure his Wi-Fi is strong. So it's gonna be a little bit challenging, but he's committed to it. He wants to do it. And then he's like, well, I want to do videos too then if we're doing this. And I'm like, bro, make all your videos you want. He's like, well, how do I edit it? I'm like, edit it? I'm like, dude, I do my shit on my iPhone. I put it up, iPhone post. I don't edit anything.
Nope.
So he's like, yeah, he's going to make videos. He's going to be joining the live stream. So he committed to Tuesdays. He really can't commit to anything else. But I'm like, dude, that's fine. So for everybody keeping track, Monday nights, 8:30. Tuesday nights, we're going to work on a time with him that works best for him, because I said he's driving, so he's got to kind of navigate through that. We'll be doing that. And once the season starts, we'll be doing Fridays and Sundays and everything else. But Mondays and Tuesdays, we'll be doing live streams. Tomorrow night, prime time, it could be me and you if you want to do a quick one and talk about whatever. So that's our news. No more Blog Talk. No more Steve calls, which is going to be fun. But we do want to thank everybody that's been joining us. It's been almost 7 years we've been doing call-in shows, dude. It's been a long time.
I was going to say, like, over the past few weeks, I've been starting to, listen to, some of the older clips. And some of the first shows that you did were in 2014. I hopped on in 2015. And it's been a long run. That's how we started everything that we did here. But, doing all the YouTube stuff last year, it was a great run. The amount that, we were able to grow last year and, meet new followers, it was awesome. So I like that we're, kind of committed to this full time now.
Yeah, and like I said, Blog Talk it's actually kind of expensive too. It's like $100 a month. They charge, and it's like it's kind of difficult to navigate with. So decision we made, I'm excited, man. I like it. I like this a lot more. It's a lot more fun interacting with everybody. Like we get real time comments, because when we do Blog Talk, you gotta try to watch Twitter, you gotta try to watch all these things, and it's so hard to keep track of all that stuff. And then, then we it's just screen the calls and figure it out. And that kind of makes it different. So, everything now is on YouTube. Tyrone is committed to it. He's joined us after an hour of negotiations. I'm sure it's going to cost us a fortune.
I was just going to say, I can only imagine how much that costs.
We're going to need a GoFundMe to.
Damn it.
And that's it. We're just going to have a good time. And so basically what you see now is what you're going to see Mondays and Tuesdays and Fridays and everything else. We'll have fun with it. So appreciate it, Nick. It's definitely an end of an era for sure. I'm not going to miss some of those phone calls, though. That drove me insane. Especially
I'm
a week from tomorrow. I
love the way that people set you off on those phone calls. You go off a lot more on Blog Talk than you go off on here on people, I feel like. Because
you know what it is? Thank you.
You get too nice on here when you're face to face with people.
No, I don't. The one rapper, you know what was fucked up? The one rapper that called me out and I brought on, we kind of argued. When we got done, I looked him up. The guy is like a prominent person. Like he's like
oh, is he really?
Oh, he's got like great music too. I was like, oh shit.
Wow.
Yeah. So yep. Tyrone will be joining us. So that's our big news. No more Blog Talk. We're here. We'll be having fun. And we owe a lot of content, dude. We never did our Titanic live stream. We never did the bad memorabilia live stream. You didn't do your raps.
We're gonna get to all of it.
No cooking shows.
We got a long summer. I finished summer ball on Thursday, and then I literally have nothing on my plate for the rest of the summer.
It's 2 weeks to training camp.
That's what I'm saying. We'll get to all of it.
Steve is not coming on here.
Oh, he's probably gonna call in.
Screening the calls, it's not really annoying because everybody pretty much knows this now. So we're just like, hey man, what's up? It's just tough, man.
And after a while too, most of the numbers you start to memorize. So it's just like, all right, I know that's Jose, I know that's Steve.
Yep. So wait, is Primetime still gonna get kicked off the show? Yeah, because didn't you what'd you promise us? All kinds of stuff.
Well, the betting videos are still gonna come. So that's still happening. I did the one live show. I did the Jets, future prop bets. There's still going to be betting videos. It's hard right now because you have NBA finals. I mean, I don't watch too much basketball. I'm not an expert on basketball. And you have baseball, and that's it. I mean, there's really not much else going on.
You promised us. You said now that school's over, you're going to be cranking out all kinds of content.
Yes, there's still going to be lots of betting videos. I'm still doing all the training camp previews, each position.
When do those start?
All that. I've already done. I've done the quarterbacks, running backs. I'm trying to time it so that we get to each position, like leading right up to training camp.
Oh, I better start doing more than myself. So Primetime. Now, this is another thing. Just to give you an update, Woody Johnson is now like 4 of my tweets. So somebody hasn't told him yet.
No, clearly not. Because I've yet to get a response to my inquiry. So
time to make the phone call. Call him up, man.
I could make a phone call.
They could be off too. This is probably they're probably taking vacations for the next couple of weeks.
That is true.
So now the other question is, if we want to talk some kind of football, is you got 3 days to Marcus May's deadline. Did they get a deal done?
I don't think so.
No?
Just based off of how Douglas has handled a lot of the negotiations here, the fact that Marcus May doesn't play a premium position, he wasn't one of Douglas's draft picks. I think May wanted to test free agency this offseason. Douglas didn't give him a chance to do that, so he's not going to, give him less than he thinks he's worth. I think May's set on hitting free agency, and we know Douglas isn't going to overpay for anybody. So I think he's just going to play on a 1-year deal.
All right. So we no daily betting videos, no this day in Jets history videos, no Sam rap. That is true. This is very true, Cassandra.
The Sam rap is still going to happen. The this day in Jets history videos. The only problem with that, I have plenty of clips. I'd post them, but there are so many bad takes on there. Like I don't want to offend you. I don't want to offend Tyrone. Like my takes are shit too. Like
how would I get offended?
I don't want to make you look like some of our takes that, dude. Like we've had some bad takes out there. So.
You don't hide from them.
All right, I'm sad. I just don't want to post anything.
I don't delete tweets, like, dude. I've never deleted a tweet. Other mine is Sunday.
I'll leave that one alone.
I don't care. Dude.
I was wondering what happened, but
yeah, I don't care. I just don't care.
I was like, you must have been drunk or just pissed off. But.
I just hate. We'll just leave that alone. No, but you know what it is though? It's like certain things. Like I was sitting in a bar next to a bunch of guys, dude, and they're just rattling off all this MMA shit. And it's like, all right, listen, I know you're a new fan, all this stuff, but like disparaging some of the fighters, man. It's like, come on, dude, it just gets old. And it's like the one thing, like when Chris Weidman broke his legs, oh, it's Chris Weidman's leg. Oh, it's his career over? This and that. It's like, dude, like let the guy just recover. Like, why is like we always so quick to write people off? Like, so the minute McGregor gets hurt, like, oh, his career's over. The guy's young as hell. He'll be back in 6 months. It's like everyone wants to bury people so fast.
Isn't Weidman already like in a full training camp? Like Getting
Not
back.
he's back training now. Not hard, but
Okay,
he's back. He's
okay.
back moving around and stuff.
No.
I hate that shit. I hate when like
I
everybody's so
just
quick
think
to,
it's more just the way social media is now. Like, we've talked about it when we've done like the mental health shows. Like
Yep.
we're also quick to react to shit on social media because there's no body language, there's no tone. You can't
Yep.
tell when somebody's just busting balls or if they're serious. Like it's so hard, and you get into like all these stupid arguments with people over nothing. Like where if it was face to face, like and you were talking
Would
about it,
never
like
happen.
no, never.
Nope. Threaten to whoop my ass.
Yeah.
Yahoo! Let's go for this.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Well, at least we're back to
I don't even waste time on Cassie anymore.
oh, now it's Cassie. You don't even call her by her full name now.
No.
Now you got a nickname for her?
She's Cassie now. That's it.
Wow.
She's just Cassie.
I'm a little bit surprised here. The Jets are still kind of quiet with the backup quarterback position.
Don't disrespect James Morgan, man.
I am. I just think they're trying to wait out the Bears because the Bears got Dalton Fields and they don't need Foles and they don't want that. They're trying to figure out a way to get a taker first before they release him.
That's Douglas though. He's going to be patient. I mean, he doesn't overreact to anything. He waits it out.
This is interesting too. Zach Wilson and Vera Tucker not being signed yet. According to many people, Zach Wilson's agent drives kind of a hard bargain. He kind of knows what he wants, and it's not.
And it was the same thing with Darnold too. And that took a few days into training camp, all the offset language and everything else that they were trying to negotiate. So
that'll be interesting as well. The really cool thing is that every time you see the kid, he's all about football, man, which is kind of encouraging.
Mm-hmm.
With all the hybrid guys they drafted, I wouldn't be shocked if they let May walk after the season. I don't know about that. I mean, it's interesting because the weird thing is Joe Douglas talks so highly about May. Like we want to get a deal done, we want to keep him around, we want to make him a Jet. And you're like
said the same shit about Jamal Adams.
Yeah, but man, it'll make him look really bad, dude. He said about Robbie, Sam, Jamal. It'd be May. Like,
but doesn't that tell you though? Like that's just what guy's a Jet. Like so he's gonna praise him until it's actually time to pay him. And if the money works out, all right, fine. But if not, if May's looking for too much, he's not gonna overpay.
Darnold is better than Wilson with more potential. Fins up. If I were you, I'd worry more about Tua instead of Darnold or Wilson because Tua is going to be your concern all season. Because if you're not nervous about him, you're just lying. So fins down to that.
Every couple of days, I see people trying to egg me in to get back into the Darnold conversation. I'm not doing it. I'm over it. I'm ready for Zach. So.
No, I mean the Dolphins. I mean they're in a good spot, but the quarterback's a complete unknown. They have no idea what he is right now. Tyrone will be coming on a week from Tuesday. So not tomorrow, 1 week from tomorrow. He will be joining the live streams and making videos. Yes, you will. Morgan Moses signing is definitely encouraging. The offensive line. It's so weird how the vibe now with the Jets offense, I started doing videos, you're doing them. Like the positivity around this offense now is so much different now, where there's a lot more confidence. I think the only concern now we all have is what? Tight end position and backup quarterback.
Yeah. Tight end, definitely a concern right now. You wonder if Herndon's going to be able to step up. Still don't know who the backup quarterback is. I think there's still some concern about, whether or not Becton's going to be able to stay healthy, what you get out of Vera Tucker his rookie year. But just the fact that Douglas has prioritized O-line, wide receiver his first 2 years here, built some anchors. Future looks good, man.
Didn't you say a few weeks ago you're going to get Coach Gase on here one last time? You did say that.
Yep, and we will. We will.
Oh,
yeah, we have.
You're getting unfollowed, prime time.
That's fine. You won't be the first. You won't be the last. So it's amazing that I get unfollowed. You've been talking shit for 34 minutes on here about me, and then I'm the one that gets unfollowed because I respond. Okay.
Wait.
If you can't take the heat, stay the fuck out the kitchen.
Whoa! Now you're just going out of it. This is just see.
But am I wrong? She's been talking shit the whole show. I made one comment. Oh, I'm unfollowing now. And don't talk shit.
You guys probably have to apologize for the clown mess segment you guys did during the season. That maybe.
Well, I did that last Tuesday, and you made
because there's no reason. Listen, here's the deal. Our show, we are not a professional show. We don't act like experts. We try to entertain during a miserable season. So if we got to wear a horse mask to make people happy and just get through a miserable season, then so be it. Don't suck as an organization. Don't hire a clown coach. What do you want us to do?
No, I agree that everything that they did for the past decade,
for it.
Everything that they have done for the past decade led up to all that, all the pent up anger, not going to the playoffs, PSLs, all this bullshit that we've sat through. Yes, it's on them. But at the same time, yeah, did we maybe cross the line a little bit? Go too hard on them?
I don't understand. How do we cross the line?
I don't know.
So now you feel bad.
Personal attack? I don't know. Did we make it too personal? I don't know.
How is it personal?
I don't know. Calling the owner a clown? I don't know.
We didn't really call him a clown.
Well, even worse, I guess.
See, James, I don't give respect. You earn respect. How do you get actually on the playing field and actually playing a preseason game and then make some throws first? So no respect coming my way. Has to be earned. Apologize. I'm never going to apologize. I mean, we don't have any.
Well, apologies in the sense that there's no hard feelings. It's all out of love. We were trying to entertain during a pandemic. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, we're not, like I said, we're not the standard like X's and O's show that's going to break down all the shit and give you like film breakdowns and diagrams and charts.
Yeah.
We don't do any of that shit.
Yeah.
So,
and that's like the one thing I would say, like if the Jets ever hit us up, like how would you expect us to give you credentials after doing all that? And what I would say is simply like, if you would see the amount of messages that we got from people that were just like, thank you for keeping us entertained while we had nothing to do for,
because you're the worst organization of football.
Exactly. Thank you for making this year somewhat entertaining. Like that's why we did it. You know, it wasn't to piss you guys off. It wasn't to make anything personal.
Dude, we've been nothing but praising him the whole fucking offseason. It's all we do.
But when you do the right things, we will praise you. And when you fuck up, we're going to criticize you. Like,
the only thing we did was all the same negative articles everybody was writing, everything we were saying with some curses in it. That's the same. Yeah. What's all they really changed. And then we maybe edited a special interview.
And not for nothing, a lot of the other podcasts out there, they curse too. Can't wait. You know, they do their shit. They curse sometimes on there. So we're not the only ones.
Yeah. So I'm not apologizing, just so you know.
Never asked you to.
You did too. You said you tried to make me apologize last week.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I offered my apology because I was the one who put on what I put on. So I offered my apology. I never asked you to apologize.
All right. Good. I think we're going to see that, Sean. I just want to have a competitive team. I think they're going to be very competitive, man. I think there's a lot of really good training camp battles. So I think, corners, linebackers, even offensive line.
You just froze up on me completely. Can anybody else see Tyson, or is he completely frozen?
Wide receiver.
Is Tyson froze? Yep, apparently he is. All right, so I guess I'm taking over now while Tyson is not here. So I'll start going through the comments. I'll see if I can find anything that is not Cassandra related. I'll go back to the competitive team. I do think there's going to be a competitive team just because of the fact that we changed the coaching staff. I think that, coming into last year, we've talked about it week after week, like just the sense in the locker room, with Adam Gase coming back, I think the players kind of sense like they knew what they were going to get with Adam Gase. We saw everything the previous year. He wasn't able to make adjustments. He's clearly not a motivator. So everything that we saw from Miami kind of carried over. So when that's kind of permeating throughout the locker room, it's very hard to get players motivated when they sense that you're not really playing for anything. And after the Jamal Adams trade, CJ Mosley opts out. What are the guys thinking in that locker room? Is this a team that's coming to win, or are we just, trying to go through the motions here? So, I think it was very hard last year, but, there's a lot of energy in the building now. So I think that's going to kind of pick things up a little bit. Pete, 35 home runs. Shit. I need to put that on. And I got home and I turned my computer right on and I didn't put the home run derby on.
It feels like a dream.
I don't even know what channel it is. Throw on ESPN. Hope it's on there. Yep. All right. So hopefully Pete pulls that out. What else we got? Yeah, he had a funny face when he got frozen. Tyson didn't pay for his Wi-Fi this month. Yeah, usually he's back on by now. Wonder if he just lost power or what. Michael Floor is the most underrated addition to this team. I think he'll be the head coach somewhere within 2 to 3 years. Yeah, during the Flight 2021 series, I'm not going to mention my appearance on there. When they were doing the segments with LaFleur, just, talking about Zach Wilson and, how he plans to run his offense and just like all the little intricacies and little details. It seems like he's got a really good grasp of this team and he's going to be able to run this offense a nice way. So I like that. Oh, look who's back.
I lost power.
And you got it back already?
Dude, have you had the storms by you? Like these crazy storms, like the lightning and thunder and stuff?
Yep, we had some bad.
We had
ones.
like flooding like 20 minings ago, and all of a sudden like everything just went off. I'm like, great,
Oh,
that's
shit.
just wonderful.
Is it back on?
It's on. We'll see what happens.
All right.
I'm sure I probably lost my TV and shit, but that great. I can just see all the comments now, you bastards. It's not not Wi-Fi. I live in the Jersey Shore, and it's like fucking hurricanes down here.
You should have seen the face that you got frozen with.
Oh, they're bad.
Yeah, it was real bad.
Great.
It was like a Jersey Shore kind of kissy face look.
Oh, great.
Yeah, somebody's probably gonna post that somewhere.
That's wonderful. This is great. Wonderful. Are you watching the home run derby?
I put it on now after somebody told me Pete hit 35 in the first round.
Did he really?
Yep. Monster.
What was he? I'm excited. I think everybody's excited, man. Yeah, I'm on the Canadian Wi-Fi. You ain't kidding. As much as I pay for my freaking Wi-Fi, that should be faster than anything. It's expensive as shit. Post-game interview. Would you really want us to do interviews, though? I don't think you would, Danny. I don't think you would.
I don't think we'd ever be allowed to do post-game interviews. I mean, even when we had credentials, we didn't, you know.
Oh, we got players on, though. We interviewed a lot of players.
Yeah.
But is it really interesting, though? Like, when we did call-in shows and interviewed players, those were our lowest-rated shows of all the ones we did. We had, like, Jordan Jenkins on and Quincy Nunmo, all those guys. Bilal Powell, the lowest-rated shows every time we had players on.
Yep. We had some really good players on. And, yeah, for whatever reason, it seemed – again, I don't know if, you know, this crowd that we have now is a little different. But, yeah, back then it just seemed like, you know, nobody was really interested in what the players had to say.
Yeah, so who do you guys think started linebacker this year? Well, you got Davis, you got Mosley, and then the third one's going to be interesting.
It's going to be all the young guys, Cashman, Sherwood, and Nasser Dean, I guess, probably battling it out.
I love you guys. During last year's fiasco, I always mute the games, listen to you. Been real. You both got me into every game. We appreciate it. You guys got us through the games because a lot of them were over by the middle of second quarter.
I really don't know what I would have did like last year. Like I was already losing my mind before football season, and like the way the Jets were playing, if we weren't doing the live streams, man, I would have lost it.
Yeah, the weather, man's been here. The storms down here have been wild, man.
Got tornado warnings right now? Shit. Gotta watch out.
Dude, what was it? What's today? Today's what? Monday? Was it Saturday or Friday? When they had the alert at like 3 o'clock in the morning, we had a tornado alert.
Did you really?
Yeah. You know how the phones go off with like an Amber Alert?
Yeah.
Dude, things just starts going crazy, like bonk, bonk, bonk. I'm like, what the hell? And it says tornado alert for the next hour. I'm like, what? It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, just take my house then, because I'm going back to sleep. I don't need to know about this shit.
I didn't get that.
Yeah.
That must have been done by you.
Yeah, it was bad. Frozen Tyson. Oh, that face is terrible. God help me. You're right, primetime. That's bad. That's like a Snooki, like it is like a Jersey Shore thing.
Told you.
God help me.
It's gonna be a meme.
I don't think Cashman. Well, first of all, he's got to stay healthy first. I don't know if he even makes a cut. Guy never stays healthy.
That's what it's going to come down to with him. If he can stay healthy, I think he's a good coverage linebacker, but he's got to prove he can stay healthy. It's year 3 now.
Bastards. Yeah. Never failed. This is why we can't do blog talk, man. Yeah, I never knew I had them, to be honest with you. I never knew like my weather alerts were on. You usually get like the amber warnings and stuff, but that stuff, it was so friggin' loud. It was crazy. Let's see. We have like 3 kickers right now. I think they all suck. So another competition.
It's probably going to be Ficken coming back.
Yeah, but I think they're probably going to hope that somebody gets cut too, and they could probably maybe pick somebody else up because the guys they have now aren't very good at all.
They might be making a lot of veteran moves like midway through training camp or towards the end of it. Between backup quarterback, kicker, corner, if some of these young guys don't pan out, possibly weak side linebacker.
Yep.
Tight end maybe.
Fullback.
Trayvon Wesco.
Come on, man.
Wesco's gonna have a big camp. I got a good feeling.
You're just so loyal to him.
What?
Wesco and Cashman, you're so loyal to. It's been like 2 years now.
No, I'm not that loyal to Cashman.
No, last year you were.
I think he's a decent player in coverage, but I've said it all the time. He's got to stay healthy. But Wesco, I mean, he's never really been given much of a chance. Adam Gase has been the coach for the time he's been here. What was he, 4th round pick? So.
Ross Martin was my favorite kicker. We had like 2 campaigns for him, and the Jets don't bring him back. I don't know why. He must have pissed somebody off.
We'll start that campaign up again this summer, I'm sure.
All right. I'm here in Charlotte. Let's go. It's an entire Charlotte's Jets fan base, thousands. Where are you guys all tailgating at? And where's a party Saturday night? Who's arranging that? That's what I want to know. So,
we better go to a good party Saturday night.
yeah. Don't worry, we'll find something fun to do. And Tyrone's gonna be in Carolina too, man. So we gotta.
We hope.
It's gonna be
So he
crazy.
says right now. We'll see.
I think Wesco's our fullback. Cashman gets cut. That could happen. Well, they said Wesco is he's like a hybrid tight end fullback. They've already said that. So you bastards. God damn this is some shit.
Aren't you glad that we went to all video now?
Yeah, man. You don't get this experience on Blog Talk, that's for sure.
Definitely.
Backup quarterback is Foles, RG3, which people keep mentioning, which I will just don't like.
Didn't he get an offer as a commentator or something?
Yeah.
Doing play by
I mean, I think that I just think they're just waiting out the whole Foles with the Bears because the Bears they don't want to keep all these guys there. There's no reason to.
I think we should try to get Zach Wilson's mom on the show. I think that we could pull off.
Zach Wilson, I mean,
I think we could pull that off.
she could inspire all of us.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, it's just so funny, man. It's just
That I guarantee you that would get 10 times more views than any player that we could have on the show.
oh, you're probably right.
We need to make that happen then.
We'll get to it. Introduce ourselves.
I'll start working on it.
We're very friendly. Yeah, we'll Cliff. Once we identify all this stuff, we'll figure out the tailgate. We'll figure out the party. We'll figure out everything, man. We'll probably have a party Friday night too. What the hell? We're gonna be there. Why waste time? So cool. Yeah, I mean it's gonna be different. Blog Talk. It's just we got into a little routine with that, and the callers are always fun. A lot of entertaining ones. I'll miss Greg from Massachusetts. Probably my favorite caller because he's always so passionate and so. So I'm gonna email him and tell him what we're doing just so he knows. And that's it. I mean, it's a lot of calls I'm not gonna miss, man. I'm not.
It's come a long way though from like when we first started, you know.
Yeah, last year we had some crazy shows where like just even when the hiring of coaches and the firing of coaches, we had like jam-packed shows.
Whatever happened to Shaq? He used to call in every week. We haven't heard from him in like a year.
He messages me still. He's doing good. He's been really busy at work. See, unlike you, I keep in touch with people, man. I kind of reach out. He actually bought a tank top too. Everybody's keeping in touch. We still have to go to the Bronx to get some food, get some good Italian food with Aunt.
Yep.
Another thing you promised to do, you didn't do. So
me?
I don't know.
I was waiting for the invite. I said I was down to go. I would even try
any
that,
of our undrafted free agents going to the team. I like Isaiah Dunn. Yeah, I mean that's one that everybody's talking about. Isaiah Dunn at the tight end that everybody's talking about. I mean, there's several. Based on what their Jets are saying, is going to be a lot of open competitions. Like if you make a big statement, they're going to let you play. They give you a chance. And if you look at a lot of positions, there's not a lot of veterans in the way. You know what I mean? It's not like a lot of really high-priced guys that are sitting away. Maybe George Fant, but other than that, who's a high-priced guy that say he has to play? Jets don't really have any.
Yeah, you're
right. Like Van Roten's not expensive. I mean, there's really if a rookie or undrafted guy comes in and plays well, he should start.
Yeah, I think Dunn definitely has the best chance just based off the money that they gave him as an undrafted free agent and how wide open everything is right now at corner. Yeboah at tight end, like you said, I think he'll definitely be in the mix. And even that kid, I've heard a lot of good things about him. Hamilcar Rashid, I think, the defensive end or linebacker. Yeah, but the only problem with that is that you have so many guys right now in that front four, you know, between Zuniga and, Bryce Huff and some others, there's a lot of competition up there.
For home games, you have a regular lot that you set up. We had one, but we're moving. We're going to branch out and go somewhere else. We usually park fairly close to Fireman Ed, but we're going to figure out a lot to go to and just kind of set up camp there and have some fun. So we'll announce that as well.
And I'm in the process of ordering a new, very nice grill to accommodate all of our new guests.
Well, there you go.
It's a good one too. So
we can't tell Steve where we're going. Just so you know.
Well, as long as he brings food, I don't mind him coming. You just got to bring some food or some drinks or something. You got to contribute.
Yeah, Mark Sanchez getting the analyst job. Mark Sanchez is actually pretty good too, man. I like the way he does things. Yeah, it's the Arthur Ave trip to the Bronx. That's what we're doing.
Waiting for that, man.
Give Primetime a break. He's out getting digits. I know. Primetime's like
thank you, Michael. Appreciate that, man. Need a little break.
I just hope we have a healthy camp. Right now, what I'm hoping for is for the next 2 15 days is these guys all stay out of trouble and they all stay healthy. Because these are like, for most NFL teams, this is their scariest part where guys blow off all their steam before they go to training camp. So
Yep.
you hope everybody stays out of trouble. For both of you, if Jimmy Leonard doesn't get hurt right before the playoffs, do we win the Super Bowl that year?
Problem is that was before 2010, right?
Yeah.
Problem is that game with the Steelers, we couldn't stop the run. I don't know how much Jim Leonard would have
They
made.
just
a
mailed in
difference
the whole
that one.
first half is the problem. They should have
Yeah.
won.
Their Super Bowl was the Patriot game, and they just didn't show up in the first half. They couldn't stop the run, and then the play with Sanchez, under 2 minutes where you give them free 7 points. That was pretty much the difference in the game right there. Can't come back from down 21 in the second half against a team like the Steelers.
Yeah, we'll definitely do all that. We'll do videos explaining it. Like I said, if you guys want to, we're going to go to the stadium to tailgate. We'll set up some kind of thing to tailgate at the stadium. Saturday night will be some kind of party. I'm sure people are all going to have them. And whoever that fan club is down there, if they have information, want to give it to us, we'll promote it. We're not jerks. But, I think they'll look competent. Alex Smith retired, didn't he? Isn't he going to be an analyst or something like that?
Is he?
I thought so.
I don't remember hearing about Alex Smith.
Yeah.
Check
What
that
is
out.
proper tailgate etiquette?
There's no etiquette at tailgates.
Tailgate, you drink, you enjoy, you smile, you laugh, and you eat. I don't know what else you're supposed to do.
You watch me kick Tyson's ass in beer pong. You watch me cook up some good food. That's all
What
it
are we
is.
doing here? Come on,
That's all
man.
it is.
Like this doesn't even happen.
That happens every week.
It does not happen every week. You must be so drunk you forget what happens.
We'll put it on the live stream so that everybody can see it.
We'll put it on a live stream. We will film all the games.
We're gonna live stream some tailgates. Some beer.
Is this
some
the
beer
worst
pong
tight end
games.
group we've ever had? We've probably had worse.
Most unproven, yes.
Well, you got
Worse,
Tyler
I don't
Croft,
know
you got
that.
Herndon, you got Brown, your Boa, I think his name is. I always say his name wrong. But we've had years where it's probably less than that.
Yeah.
We've had some scarce years with wide receivers and tight ends, man.
Past decade's been shit. Minus the 1 year with Marshall and Decker, we've had nothing at wide receiver.
Yep.
Shot there.
So- Oh. I hope Wilson stinks it up in camps. I don't want the media to hype
What?
him up, put pressure on the kid. Wait, what?
No.
No, and no.
What?
Who cares about the media, man? Let this kid to play. I think the way the Jets have approached things with Saleh, they've talked about you don't have to carry us. Just be yourself. Play within the system. Don't play hero football. I don't want him to stink up anything.
I don't understand why that would make it easier for him going into the season. Wouldn't that put more pressure on him if he's having a shitty camp?
Another benefit of driving. Bring the beer pong with us
That's true.
and the cornhole. So tailgate 101. Don't drink too much. Get punched before the game. Yeah.
That's true.
Let's see what we got here. Yes, I remember. I was there. I was throwing things everywhere. No, there will be a Titanic live stream. We're going to do this. I'm going to force Primetime to do it with me.
Let me know, man.
Let's see. We got... Oh my goodness. All I'm saying is Sanchez and Darrell get a lot of hype coming out of the camp. Yeah, who cares? Look, dude, right now, there's people writing articles that Zach Wilson's going to be Rookie of the Year and throw for 4,500 yards and 35 touchdowns. I mean, it's just
What I'm saying is though, as a number 2 overall pick, if you come in this year in your first training camp and you have a really shitty training camp, how does that alleviate any kind of pressure? I feel like the media, whether they're hyping them up or they're
fans are
tearing
hyping
them
them
down,
up.
there's going to be pressure no matter what, though. Whether you're getting hyped up or you're getting put down, you're still the second overall pick. You got to go out there and perform.
Gotta
Once the
play.
season starts, there's going to be pressure regardless.
I mean, there's going to be good days and bad days, but if he has if we're honest, Darnold had an uneven camp to start. I mean, training camp is tough because there's so many things happening. But yeah, I mean, I don't want him to ever I want to root him to play poorly. No way.
Yeah, no way.
Let's see what we got here. That was interesting. I did. It was like punk rocky. It was like Blink 182ish, I think, if I remember correctly. It's I liked it though. But I'm telling you, Motionless in White, the new one, and the new Bullet for My Valentine is so heavy, man. It is just. Everybody has more music stuff. Cassandra always gives me a lot of good stuff too. She raps out 6 or 7 songs that are all great.
I wouldn't trust her music taste.
Oh, here we go again with you two. Are you going to come see Rise Against with me?
When is it?
I think it's July 31st at the Stone Pony.
I'm in.
It's a Saturday night, man.
Somebody was telling me Limp Bizkit's like playing at Stone Pony.
August
A few of my
6th.
friends are
Tickets
going. Yeah.
I mean, I've seen him before when he was like in his peak, and it was all right. I kind of would just go just to get some beers and go watch and see how bad it's going to be. It's probably going to be awful.
Yeah.
But I'd go if you want.
Dude, I haven't been to like any real concert, so I'm all about it. I got 6 weeks with absolutely nothing on my plate. I want to enjoy some time this summer, so
yeah. And then there's then it's what is it, August 9th? How far are you from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania?
I want to say about an hour and 20 or so.
Are you that far?
Not too far, but
I got to figure out. There's a music fest that's on August 9th. That's Shinedown's playing in. So if you want to go to that, we can go to that too. I'm gonna bring you to all kinds of concerts, man. I'm gonna get you some culture. Some music.
Start getting me into some music. I need it.
He's touring, man. He's coming back. Every musician right now is coming back on tour because they know fans are anxious to see any kind of live stuff, and they're all these concerts are selling out. So, and they're like day after day, like new concerts are being announced. Like I want to bring prime time to Slipknot and Killswitch Engage. That's what I want to bring you to.
I feel like I get murdered at that shit.
I live stream the whole shit out of that. I just had just to see your face. The year we drafted Darnold, did you guys want him or someone else? I honestly thought he was going 1, and I had myself all set for Baker Mayfield. That's what I thought we were going to get. I think didn't you think that? We thought he was going to be the first pick of the draft.
I didn't think he was going to be there, but he was my number 1 quarterback on the board. I loved him coming out of college. And if he was taking 1, I was probably leaning closer to Baker, but there was always the debates, him, Rosen, who do you take there? I thought Baker just, for the mobility factor and the excitement that he'd bring to New York, but I definitely wanted Darnold.
This would be cool to see the offense actually be very competitive and test the defense because now the Jets have a lot of weapons.
In fairness, and Tyson, you were there. Gase's first training camp, the offense was destroying the defense on the regular, pretty much. Like they actually look pretty good. So that just shows you, I guess, training camp doesn't really mean all that much.
Imagine if we took Rosen. Oh man,
just as bad. I mean,
hey everyone, the Jets are winning their first game. No problem. No problem.
All right. Hope so.
Come on, Danny. What are we doing here? There's always oh man.
I hate talking that way.
Yeah, I'll never say that. I've learned that lesson.
Always comes back to bite you.
Primetime doesn't like my music taste. I must be doing something right. Yeah, he doesn't. He definitely doesn't like it. No. I know what he likes. That's definitely not what he.
I just don't know the people that she brings up.
Dude, I'll be honest. I know a lot of bands. She comes out with a lot of other different alternative bands, like punk rock bands, stuff dude, all awesome. Like she got me on I Prevail. She got me on 3 or 3 different ones, and I like them all. They're really good. And it's so cool. They have all these friggin' big rock festivals coming around, and none of them in New Jersey. Everything's going. Well, they have the See Here Now festival with Pearl Jam, but all these other ones are just so much better. It's just it's tempting me to get I don't know.
I'll travel to go see a concert if you want.
I'm down,
dude. I'll go wherever, man.
I'm tempted to apply. I'm tempted to apply for media passes for the Packers training camp and go to practices in Green Bay.
How the fuck are you gonna get out there?
Why not?
You gonna fly out there every day? You live out there?
Dude, you get a hotel. You go to training camp for the Jets, the joint practices for 3 days.
They're doing joint? I didn't know that. When was that announced?
You didn't know the Jets were doing a joint practice with the Packers?
I had no idea.
What are we doing here? This is.
When was that announced? I really had no idea.
You have nothing to do but just watch Jets news. You didn't know they're practicing with the Packers?
I knew they were playing them in preseason. I didn't know.
Yeah, the week that they're playing him, the week before they're practicing with them.
All right, that's my bad.
Come on, man. Look at that. I mean, this is just
that's amateur hour on me.
I mean,
I had no idea. I had no idea, man. I don't know how. When was it announced? Because I had no idea. When was it announced?
I mean, dude, it's everywhere.
How long ago was it announced?
I mean, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. I mean, this is just bad. This is bad. How do you not know this?
Can you tell me when it was announced?
I mean, only everybody knows but you.
No, everybody's pretending that they knew.
No, we all knew. Yes, they're playing in Carolina. We're all going down there. Or hopefully we're all going down there. How do you not know that? Now he's like, Yeah, I love PNC, man. I saw Five Finger Death Punch, Godsmack, Shine Down. PNC is always fun, but I get the seats though. I don't go to lawn seats though. Just gets too crowded.
Otani's choking right now.
Oh, dude, look at this. I live in Australia and I knew it. This is bad prime time.
Damn it. I should have just pretended.
Just getting roasted right now. Oh my god. I mean, this is just
Damn it.
look, it's
All right,
just
I need to find when this news was announced and what I was doing.
just look up. It's been at least a week. I mean, yeah, I mean it's
Oh, so it's recent then.
no, it's been longer than that.
You said it's at least a week.
Just you're a host of a friggin'
Sit- 6 days ago it was announced.
and what have you been doing for the last 6 days?
Oh, wait, no,
But
10
you're
days.
probably
July
busy.
2nd. July 2nd. Excuse me. July 2nd.
10 days ago.
It's 4th of July weekend. I was probably busy that weekend.
Mm-hmm. Even my mom told me about it. Oh my god.
Damn
This
it.
is just... Yeah, Jose's gonna come on and just roast the shit out of you. Oh my goodness. This is terrible. So back to what I was saying.
Yeah, what were you saying? Please get back to
Prime
that.
time needs to listen. Oh, yeah, he doesn't know. He has a different taste in music. He's more mellow and more he's more like into like Britney Spears and shit. So I gotta
What? No, I listen to a little bit of everything. I don't listen to that much music. I'm
Okay.
more watching, sports and clearly not paying attention, I guess, to when the Jets have joint practices, but
They're giving you some reminders, man.
here we go.
Kangaroos in my backyard told me. Yeah, they should do a shotgun. You should do a shotgun as punishment.
I probably should.
You should.
No, I didn't eat dinner. That would fuck me up.
There comes the excuses again. Are you hot?
I'm hot. I don't have the AC on. I had 2 drinks already, and I'm a little buzzed already because I didn't eat anything all day.
I'm sure Jack knew from the bottom of the ocean.
I hate all of you.
It's just, they have not announced this yet. And I don't know what the hell they're waiting for, man. Because they have 2 weeks.
Maybe they're not opening anything up.
No, because what the NFL wants to do is they want to have a big opening day like a big opening day practice thing all across the NFL where all the fans are in attendance, or all the fans can go to a public practice. So my thinking is that the Jets probably want to do it at MetLife because their facility in Florham Park isn't big enough. You only have maybe a couple thousand fans, if that.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they're trying to arrange something like that, and they have the Giants there too. So maybe it's just kind of a matter of like the logistics. But yeah, you do owe a shotgun from the last stream.
Wait, what? From what?
Prime time.
No, the one I owed from Dan Feeney, I did. And when did I say I was going to do another shotgun?
I think you do owe us one.
No. I paid up for the Dan Feeney comment. I hate everybody. I hate everybody. You all suck. Can we go back to Blog Talk, please?
This is why I like this so much better. Oh shit.
Can we go back to Blog Talk?
Yeah, I mean, they said they're going to do something. The NFL wants every team to do something. So the thing about the camp in Florham Park is that's so close and so small, but MetLife it's very controllable because they're worried about the fans being close to the players. That's what they're kind of worried about. So in MetLife, you have so much. I mean, there's so much more room. So maybe they'll do it that way. I don't know.
The training camp, just don't have players sign autographs. Then, if that's the concern. I mean,
yep. Yeah, they're not going to supposedly. Just getting roasted, man. You said you would because of all your sweating nastiness.
I said I would shotgun for that.
Yep.
No, I didn't.
Yep.
Why would I say I was going to shotgun because I was sweating? That doesn't make
I don't
sense.
know, man. So now she's gonna clip it and see. Now you see. This
But
is
how
what
you-
happens.
how
When,
you-
this
how
is
you
what
gonna
happens
clip
when
it
you
if
call her
you don't follow me?
Cassie and insult her. Now she's got a vendetta.
I don't believe her.
All right. What are your expectations for the Jets offense and Jets defense? Jets offense, I think, is going to be exciting. It's going to be creative. There's a lot of playmakers, man. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Much better than we've seen over the last couple of years, which isn't saying much, but it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be. We actually have a coaching staff now, and we're actually going to take advantage of mismatches. We got an athletic quarterback. We got explosive guys and running back. wide receiver. Defense, I mean, I don't know. I think we're talking about pass rush that we have never seen before, especially you have like Quentin Williams, he's healthy. The middle line's going to be powerful, lost on the back. But the concern is always going to be what happens if they don't get to the quarterback. Does that secondary get lit up? And that's what I think for once, like for many years, our defense had to keep us in games. I think it could be the opposite this year where the offense keeps us in games, where the defense tries to hold their own. I mean, what do you think?
I think the defense could actually be very, very good if the front seven lives up to their expectations. And that means CJ Mosley's healthy. That means Carl Lawson lives up to the contract and that Quinnen Williams develops into the player that we thought he was going to be when we took him third overall. If those three things happen, you've got a pretty dominant front seven. That should cover up for most of your deficiencies in the back end. So I think the defense could be pretty good. You throw in Salah. I think the defense will be all right. Yeah,
I agree. I think the defensive line is going to be very, very good. I think Lawson is I'm so excited about him. My concern is the linebackers. Like we don't like we like I'm hoping that Mosley is the guy that we think he is, and that he'll be a force in the middle, and that makes his defense very good. But what is Jared Davis? He was a bust with the Detroit Lions. Got a lot of speed, a great athlete. We don't know what the other linebacker even is. Like the linebackers to me are unknown, dude. Like Moses got a lot to prove, man. First off, by staying healthy.
Yeah. The only thing that I like about the other linebackers is that you took a couple safeties that you're trying to convert to linebackers. So you figure just, if you're talking about coverage, at least, just the speed that they should be able to bring there, the versatility. I think that should help out a little bit in the front seven, being able to, cover backs out of the backfield, feeling confident you can cover the tight end. But yeah, as long as you can get pressure on the quarterback, Lawson's doing his thing, CJ Mosley's healthy. I think that front seven will be able to do enough to, make up for what you don't have at corner.
What's up, Jerry? Thank you for joining us, man. We say good day. Good day, mate. How do you say that? Darren probably roast us. Like, what are you guys saying? Let's see what we got here. Dude, this is my favorite halftime show of all time. The number one halftime show
all the time.
Frisbee dogs were awesome, dude. It's better than some of the other shit we see. Like I don't mind like the punt, pass, and kick.
Punt pass, that I like.
Or like the kids pop warners, right? But some of these other acts, though, it's like, come on, man. Like just keep us entertained, especially when when the Jets are losing. Like just Frisbee dogs are always a happy moment.
Yep.
Let's see what we got here. Thank you for joining us, BC. The Mims thing is interesting. 3-year rebuild. Actually, when you consider Becton, Hall, and Mims. I think there's a lot of high expectations for all three of those guys. Bryce Hall may think he's going to be a starter, a very good starter. Mims has a lot of competition, man. He's not going to be handed nothing this year, which hopefully brings out the best in him if he can stay healthy. So I think those are all, that draft class from last year, man, there is a lot of expectations for them, all of them.
Every single one. Even Becton, he's got to stay healthy. Mims, just because of the receivers that were taken in front of him and behind him, the fact that you traded down to take him, he's got to live up to that. The fact that he was with the second team early on in training camp, you want to see him, get to the first team. And then pretty much every pick beyond that, it's a question mark right now. James Morgan, Cameron Clark, P. Ryan, Zuniga, every one of those guys are a complete unknown. So we hope Braden Mann at least will be our punter going forward. But, the rest of those guys, even Bryce Hall, I liked what I saw at him as a rookie, but is it a given right now that he's going to be a starter?
Yeah, they're saying it is. I would love for our DL to make the other team's offensive line look like ours the last couple of years. I think they will, man. If they stay healthy, they have like the rotation you could have. You're going to have like relentless pass rushers, like dominant physical guys. I think a defensive line is super exciting, man. Especially like primetime said, if Quinnen Williams can just erupt and have like a Pro Bowl caliber year, that's going to. If you're collapsing the middle of the line and you're making the quarterback uncomfortable, you have Lawson coming from the outside.
Yep. And it seems like his role might actually change this year where Salah's going to let him just kind of do his thing and get after the quarterback. Last year, he was more worried about his gap responsibilities and shit like that. So, yeah,
that's if you watch the interviews, they talk about that. They're saying, listen, like we saw what he did last year. We're going to let him be him this year. Like, and that's kind of the mantra they use all the time. Like, listen, we have a lot of great players, but let them be themselves. Like, stop forcing them to do shit. Like, how many times do we see like defensive linemen dropping back in the coverage? You're like, what the
Sheldon Richardson, I remember all those years dropping back in the coverage playing a linebacker.
Used to drive me insane.
Like,
some of this shit. Surprise breakout player on offense and defense.
I'll go Trayvon Wesco on offense to emerge as our fullback / tight end. I think he'll have a decent year. Well, who else are we going to say as a breakout player? So I'll go with him on offense. Even as a breakout player, though, he's probably part of like a 3-headed monster in the backfield. It's not like he's going to get 300 carries. So
Can't say Zach Wilson.
No. Defense,
Could say
Defense
Chris
is tough.
Herndon on offense. That'd be a
Kirk,
shock.
that'd be a bold take. I'm off the Herndon bandwagon for now, though. I was so excited for him last year, and he just let me down so much. I need to see something from him before I get excited about him.
So
Defense is tough, though. I'm trying to think about defense.
breakout player. Well, you can't say Quinn Williams because he's already a star.
Can we say John Franklin Myers, maybe?
You could say that. It's another good player.
Just because, you're going to have a lot of attention on Lawson, a lot of attention on Williams. He's probably going to be one-on-one most of the time, so if he can win those
It'd be nice if
matchups.
one of the corners broke out because they have all these young corners, and one of these guys would emerge.
That too.
I'm not sure who would it be though. A lot of defensive linemen are pretty good.
Even one of the young linebackers, I would take.
Any of them, man. It's just it's gonna be so interesting to see how these guys all play.
Who's your player on offense?
Man, I wanna buy into Herndon so bad, but he's just he just makes me not want to buy in. See, because you can't say Keelan Cole and those guys. All the receivers are pretty established.
Even Elijah Moore, I think he's gonna have a great year. I wouldn't define him as like a breakout player. I feel like we're all pretty hyped about him.
How about here's one: Vera Tucker.
It's a first-round pick.
Offense is tough, man.
And he traded 3 picks to get him. He better be good.
You can't say Mims. I don't think it's gonna be Mims. I'll say. You're right because even the running backs are gonna rotate them all. And Tevin Coleman's probably gonna get like the Frank Gore carries.
Yep.
That's a good question. That's a really good question on offense. I can't say Wesco though. I won't do it.
What about Cameron Clark?
I wish. You know what's interesting about that? I was thinking about this. I'd like to see him win it, but imagine that if you have Cameron Clark and Vera Tucker both starting, that puts a lot of pressure on McGovern though. While you may have a lot of faith in him, you're gonna have Cameron Clark's basically a rookie because he didn't play last year. You have basically 2 rookies starting. That's going to be a lot of pressure on McGovern to.
What if he's starting it because he earned it?
No, it's good. But I'm saying that's just interesting that we'd like to see.
If he outplays 2 veterans in camp,
I hope he does.
That'd be fucking awesome. That's a great problem to have.
But I wonder if that
3/5 of your offensive line on rookie contracts going forward.
I wonder if that happens though, or if they.
I think they kind of start with a veteran. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. They start out maybe like during the season. They try to bring him in.
Yeah.
Michael Carr is that's a good answer too. Michael Carr is a good answer.
That's what I'm going for. I'd love to see him kind of step up, establish himself as that number 1 running back.
Well, we have a better record than Miami. Oof.
All depends on Tua, like you said before. They have a better roster, I think, 1 through 53. But if they don't get much out of Tua and Zach Wilson lights it up his rookie year, we could be pretty even with them.
It's an interesting question. I agree that the offense might have to carry the defense for once. Next year's offseason will probably, corner and edge. Excuse me. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it works out.
Yeah, I think defense will probably be the priority next year.
Is Major League Baseball the best all-star game?
The best? Nobody cares about the football all-star game. Nobody really watches the NHL. Basketball, they don't play defense at all. So it might actually be baseball.
Yeah, I don't watch any of them. The Pro Bowl is a joke.
Yeah.
What we got here? What's up? Would the Jets trade for a corner? I think anything's on the table right now. Depends who it is. You still have a couple guys still out there. Sherman's out there. Nelson's out there.
I don't think they would give up anything significant, though.
No.
Especially at this stage where they're kind of rebuilding, trying to look at what they have with a lot of their youth.
It's tough, man. You want to see Herndon do it, man. But even they said even his mini camp wasn't that good. They said Croft was playing better than he was, which is crazy because this is like a contract year for him. That's the wild thing.
It's amazing how good he looked his rookie year, and he's just never returned to that form.
Let's see. I'm looking at our schedule. We have so many games we could win. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Listen, that's the one thing. We get a lot of things about season predictions, win-losses, and I'm still in that 6-7 range, which is an enormous improvement from last year. If you go 7-10, that's awesome. Like, I'm not mad about that but to me, it's like if you go, say, 7-10, but your offense is playing like shit and Zach Wilson looks like he's not figuring things out, that to me is a lost season. I want to be like, towards come December, this offense is starting to define itself. You're starting to get an identity. He's looking more comfortable. He's starting to read defenses better. Like, you want to see continued improvement throughout, and you want to make sure that this coaching staff knows what they're doing. Like, they have they can make adjustments. They're that's the kind of things I'm more focused on more than wins and losses this year.
No, definitely. The head coach, the quarterback, as long as they show growth, they show progress, I think we'll all be happy. And we just, see competitive games, see some adjustments, see a competent team week in and week out, a team that's motivated to play for their head coach As long as you see progress, whatever the win total is, whether it's 6 or if we're fortunate enough to get to 9 wins or 10 wins, that'd be great. But I don't think anybody really expects that. We just want to see competitive football again.
Tyson, after this next draft, when would you set a playoff mandate? Listen, man, if this next year you're gonna be starting, if this team should win 6-7 games next year you should be in the hunt for a wild card. You really should be, because this team
is it a playoff mandate though? Year 2 of a new head coach?
Probably year 3.
Can you do that? Yeah.
But I think you have to have a standard where it's like we need to build off 6 or 7 wins to get to that 8-9 range. Like you can't be mailing in and go 4 and what is it, 13?
I think it's like by 2022, it should be expected that entering December, we're in the hunt.
Yep.
I think that would be a fair expectation.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, year 2 of a quarterback is probably hard to say a playoff
quarterback
mandate,
and a head coach. I mean,
but year 3 is when you expect that next big step, right? It's like rookie years, whatever. Year 2, you get that, and then year 3 is like, all right, we want to see like basically how the Josh Allen progression, how he kind of worked up. I mean, their team was a lot better, but I think probably year 3.
Yeah, I think we'd all like to see it next year, but even this year we'd like to see it. But
yeah, but I mean, like when you go from 2 wins to 7, that's a big improvement, man. Especially when you look how bad we were. Like we were one of the worst offenses in football.
Parcells took us to 9 wins year 1.
Oh, should have been 10.
Yeah,
fucking Leon Johnson. On my birthday of all days, son of a bitch.
Damn it.
Oh, the worst thing is they threw a party for me too. They're like, oh, we're gonna have a birthday party for you. And we're going to have the Jets Lions on. Like, oh, the Jets are going to make the playoffs. We're going to celebrate all this stuff. Yep. Story of my life. Lost my birthday. I broke like a table or some shit. I was so pissed.
My birthday was the Jets wild card lost to the Patriots when Mangini was the coach.
Oh.
It was on my birthday. That one sucked.
Yeah, there's some. Would you guys take Jimmy Graham at tight end?
No.
I don't think so.
What is he, like 34 now?
He's like a one-trick pony at this point. He's like a red zone threat, isn't he? That's about it.
I feel like we have a lot of red zone threats right now, too. Corey Davis is 6'4". You got Mims 6'3".
If Morgan Moses plays like a top 5-10 right tackle, how much you willing to pay to keep him? I pay him.
How many years, though?
3.
That'd be fair. 3 years, like 36, something like that.
Pay him.
That'd be fair.
You get any kind of continuity on the line, I'm down for it.
And also the fact that he hasn't missed a game pretty much his entire career. He's started every game every year. So
I'll tell you, the one fan from Washington said that he's a very good player, very consistent, but he's prone to penalties. That was the one rap on him. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend I know who he is. I don't study Morgan Moses, but that was the one thing to keep in mind. It was like a lot of pre-snap penalties. That's what it was. So keep that in mind, I guess. Let's see what I got here. I know that game. My God, it was terrible. What else we got here? So again, thank you guys for all joining us. So prime time, we're gonna do a show tomorrow night. Back on here.
Yeah.
Well, we could do tomorrow night. We could take calls tomorrow night here. We'll take viewers calls tomorrow night. Do
definitely.
that. The whole show will be just viewers. So tonight we'll do like this bullshit. Tomorrow night we can do. And she sent me the clip, so I gotta look at this now because she goes, "What a shock! I'm right." So
did I promise a shotgun?
I'm telling you right now. We'll look right now.
Or did I speculate? Like, oh, maybe I'll.
Let's see. I'll listen to it right now. He goes,
I want to hear this.
Not a promising start to the show right here. Definitely not. I'll do a shotgun at the end to make up for it.
That's what he said.
Not a promising start to the show right here. Definitely not. I'll do a shotgun at the end to make up for it.
It sounds like I said I was going to do it for the last show. I'll do it.
You never did it though.
That doesn't mean it carries over to this show.
And they already have Carlos. There's already a screenshot of my face making that face, and then that's being tweeted out. I love this show. So when you doing the shotgun primetime tonight or tomorrow night?
Let me do it tomorrow night because I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Tomorrow night we will do 8:30. Right? 8:30 work for you?
Yep, that's good.
So every week. Oh yeah, we didn't do that. This is my fault, Vinny. Unfortunately, not unfortunately, but my schedule's been insane, man. Like the opening up of the state has brought like everything's just so busy around here, and I've been we have a lot of fighters fighting and stuff. So that's completely my fault. I gotta get on that. That's 100% my fault. What's up, John? Charlotte will be a good time, man. I promise you. Definitely a good time. And as we do we figure out the tailgate part and everything else, we'll definitely know about that too.
I'm ready to cook.
Multiple callers at the same time? You can try it.
I think that'd just be tough. Just because like when it's the three of us, like with Tyrone, and then you have a caller on also with four people, it's always hard to know like who's ready to talk or ask the questions. So
we want to make sure the callers get their points out too. They could talk about things.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
You too, man.
Could we see Davis and Moore start for? Of course, I think so.
I think they're going to be rotating pretty much the top four, maybe even top five receivers a lot, getting them all a lot of reps.
In another life prime time, which NFC team could you see being a diehard fan of? Oof.
Packers.
I'm like a Seahawks. I like the fans, like the Seahawks, Eagles, because they're just animals.
Packers would be it for me.
Yeah, because you're a bandwagon guy. I like teams that just like scrappy.
No, I would enjoy going out to Lambeau. I feel like that's great atmosphere to watch a game.
It's great.
My dad almost ended up having a job out in Wisconsin.
Prime time, there's joint practices there this year too. Did you know that?
No shit. Yeah, I heard that 10 days ago. Asshole.
Yeah, they're going to announce it, man. I think they're doing the whole Marty Lyons Gotham City Crew one. I'm not sure, but we'll figure it out. We'll definitely figure out something. Let's see what else we got here. Just that's the one thing. The one really cool thing about this show is that everybody remembers our shit when we say it, so we can't get out of anything. We're always held accountable. That's a really cool thing. Block Talk, we get away with a lot more. That's for sure. Yep, Packers is a common answer. The stadium is so much fun, man. It's the whole environment there is so cool with their Hall of Fame, and it's just a really cool experience. Prime time to be a Panthers fan. Good call.
Now it might be.
Yeah, I mean you got Robbie, you got Sam down there. That's definitely be up your alley.
But like 20 years ago, I wouldn't have had them, so I would have had to have picked the team already. So
I think it's a great idea, to be honest with you. I think it's phenomenal. I mean, that's one of the best teams in the NFC. Even if Rodgers isn't playing, they're very well coached on both sides of the ball. And it's a new look, a different experience for you. And it gets you out of your comfort zone of Florham Park. So now you're seeing something else new.
Yeah,
I think it's awesome.
I'm excited about this now. We might be able to get credentialed through Green Bay.
We could. I guarantee we could.
Go out there. I'll take that.
Dude, I got credentialed with the Ravens. So, I mean, let's
go.
That'd be how much? Can you imagine me and you sit in Lambeau for 3 days? What can go wrong?
I'm totally in for that.
Dude, I'm down. Let's go.
3 days of practice and then the preseason game, and that's the like the tune-up game, kind of, right?
Mm-hmm. That's like
game 2.
Yep.
Dude, let's do that.
So we got here. No Saints. Actually, the Saints fans are really cool too. They were a lot of fun. I went to New Orleans. New Orleans is a good time, man. It was a very, very good time.
I don't know too many Saint fans, but the few that I do aren't really too much.
Just taking shots. You know what's funny now is that anytime I see Taysom Hill articles or anything with Jameis Winston, I just kind of I tag Cassandra. I just know, like, you can just see, like, she's probably like ready. Just it's so funny. Oh man, what do we got here? You guys have to do. Oh, I'd love to go to Seahawks game. I would love to go.
Love to be in that building.
Absolutely. There's like the Seahawks, the Kansas City Chiefs, another place I'd like to go. I would love to. The flight's long as hell. I'd probably go through a 12-pack of beer to get out there, but
it's true.
Because I hate flying. But there's like a certain environments that you just definitely want to be a part of. You know, not MetLife's not one of them. But.
At least not yet.
You guys thinking of bringing back a game live stream this year? Yes, of course. Especially the away games.
Yeah, definitely the road games.
Yep.
For the home games, I don't know what we can do. I mean, as long as my Wi-Fi is working in the stadium, like I can hop on like here and there. If you want to do something like that, I don't know how easy it'll be to like hear each other or talk to people. But
like the home opener, we're both going to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably figure out something. We could definitely do streams, or we can do like streams after the game. Well, yeah, God, those would be fun because y'all just.
While I'm driving home.
It'd be a disaster. You gotta be a part of a media organization. You gotta have a track record of providing coverage of a team. So you have to kind of like a resume they ask for and all kinds of stuff. But we have like the magazine stuff and this and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
It was funny. It was well, I'll save that story.
What?
No, I'm just saying the credential thing is funny when you apply to other teams. Sometimes you get a lot more respect from them than you do from our own team.
Yep.
Yes, I do. Not yeah. I mean, local. Yeah, anything in New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania. but only for one school though. I'm not like it's just for one school though. And now there's MMA fights like every weekend now. It's crazy how many things are going on.
Yep.
This is where I want to go, dude. A Vegas game, Jets Raiders in Vegas. Could you imagine? We probably won't come back.
I don't think we would.
That stadium looks amazing. They have a club in the stadium. Can you imagine with a DJ?
We have a club.
You'll be in there. You'll be in there fist pumping. You probably miss the game.
That could get bad. I don't even know if we make it to the game if we're out in Vegas, depending on when we get there.
I don't know how we would do that. A live stream tailgate show? We could try that. It depends what the Wi-Fi connection is like.
I definitely want to go live, like as we're tailgating and stuff.
We'll definitely do like interviews and stuff like that and post them just as we go along and just keep posting all kinds of content. So we're definitely gonna try to. Can't do the Cowboys, man. That's just a bandwagon team. Can't do. The stadium's amazing though. That stadium is complete.
Best stadium I've been to. Yep.
World class. That's just like it's like an event going there. Cole Beasley or Will Fuller. Well, Will Fuller's always hurt. Cole Beasley's.
I like Will Fuller though.
Yeah, Cole Beasley's.
Beasley gives you solid.
He's
production,
pretty. He's pretty clutch too. But isn't Will Fuller younger than Cole Beasley?
Yeah, he's very young.
I may have to go.
I think he's a little more dynamic too, more of a deep threat.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Hi Tyson in prime time. What happened to your cooking show? Well, don't ask me.
Well, every game that we're at, like I just said, we'll go live during.
You can do cooking in prime time now. You could do some you can do your tailgate.
I don't have anything in my fridge right now.
Yeah, but like you can say with the season coming up, let me give you some tailgate ideas. So as you prepare for the upcoming season, you can make these meals.
Could do that. Once I get my new grill, just to test it out.
For Christ's sakes, man!
What?
You can do it in your kitchen. Hey, this is an idea you can make. You know, you can
tailgating in the kitchen. That makes sense.
No, you pre-make the food and just heat it up in the grill when you get there.
I don't pre-make food though, other than like my onions. That's the only thing That's the only thing I pre-make.
Just disappointing, man. Just disappointing.
What are you gonna pre-cook a steak?
Or just do cooking in prime time in general.
We can go back to doing that if you want.
Just ask what happened to it. You said you were going to do it.
Well, okay, so we want to make Friday the cooking segment. Start
Whatever you'd like to do. I'm here for it.
I just don't have any food in my fridge right now.
Just give me a warning so I can make sure I have plenty of Trulies.
But definitely during the season, though.
Oh, here now he's pushing it back another 2 months.
But you'll vouch for me on this. Do I not stop cooking for 5 hours straight when we're at tailgates? Other than to beat you in beer pong, I do not stop cooking. So,
dude, nobody's buying your shit no more.
We'll just go live for that.
Look, prime time.
All right,
now you have to do it.
I think we have to now. Yeah. So what should I cook next week then? Give me something to cook.
Thanks for the love. Been listening for years. That's the first time you guys replied to a question. And thanks for the. Oh, of course. We try to reply to everything, dude. Like I can tell you right now, any video that we make, or I know all mine, I respond to every comment. I always respond to everybody, man. We do our best to keep in touch with all that. So mental health clips. I actually just did one, but for some reason I can't upload it. So I'm gonna try again later. Yeah, dude. I kept trying to upload YouTube. I can't get it to come up. I just finished one. But Paul, thank you, man. We always try to reply, man. The chat, these chats go pretty fast. It's hard to reply to all those, but we do our best. Come to Belmar, man. It is right now. The primetime could vouch. Right now, the Jersey Shore is absolutely insane. It is like people are just unhinged.
Sunday was actually perfect because it was cloudy early on, so there was parking everywhere. You know, it was crowded, but not too crowded. Every other time I've been down there this summer, though, impossible to park. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah, a friend of mine came up and we actually went to Seaside just like to reminisce. Like dude. The boardwalk is packed, the beach is packed, and it's just everybody just having such a good time. It's nice to see, but I've never seen it this crowded like the beaches, man. It's interesting. I moved from Long Island to North Carolina last year. We're going, man. We will definitely post videos and talk about what the plans are, things like that. Definitely going though. Probably looks like now from Friday to Monday. So batten down the hatches for that.
Let's go.
What do you think the depth chart looks like at running back?
Wait, Monday you're staying?
Come back on Monday. Wait, leave after the game?
I got work on Monday.
Bro. So let me get this straight. We're going to go to the game, tailgate, hang out at the game, and then leave directly after it and drive home 9 hours?
That's what we did in Buffalo.
Yeah, but I was in the back. Dude, I can't do that. There's that. You know how long of a drive that is if the drinking and stuff and in the heat.
Game ends at 4. We're in the car by 4:30. We're back in Jersey by 2 a.m.
You'll be driving by yourself, my friend. 2 cars. You
That's
can follow me.
So I got to call out of work now. First, like,
Dude,
2
you
weeks of the
nuts?
school year.
What if it's a big win? We're gonna go out after the game and celebrate. Like, no, I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna go home and drive 9 hours. What are you, nuts?
Damn it!
That's
All right.
insane.
Guess I'm calling out of work.
Well, at least you can do it now. There's not gonna be surprised.
That's true.
It's just.
I was planning on coming home right after.
She'd like to see McLobster.
Ooh, I actually I was down. I told you I was down at Donovan's yesterday, and there was a nice place right across the street that we went to go eat, and they had some nice lobster chips. Freaking amazing.
Oh, what's that called? Was it Tommy? Not Tommy's. What's that called?
No, it was right next to Tommy's.
Yeah, that's good food over there.
We went to Woody's on Saturday. They had good food, and this place was right across the street. I forget the name of it.
I know exactly what you're talking about too.
Yeah.
I've been there. It's good food, man.
Real good food.
Yeah, New Jersey is fully open, man. It is just anything goes right now in New Jersey. It is a lot of fun. Tyrone does say that a lot for sure. He definitely says that a lot. And you all see him a week from tomorrow. You'll be seeing plenty of Tyrone. Yep. He's enormous. He's a very big dude. Tyrone is the waffle king. Oh, waffles with they want you to make waffles prime time.
I'm not good with waffles. The only thing I do for breakfast, I could do sunny side up eggs. I could do omelets. I do great bacon. You know that I do amazing bacon.
Prime
So
time
if I want to do a breakfast show,
this is true.
yes, I do.
This is very true.
Sometimes takes me a while to get to my commitments, but I honor them. I get to them eventually.
Favorite international city to hang?
Well, I've never left the USA, so you can answer that one.
Let's see. Well, not really city. I was in Switzerland 2 years ago, and that was unbelievable. That was just unbelievable. The sights, like the mountains, it's just such a gorgeous, gorgeous country. And I think if it in terms of an island, Aruba was just unreal, man. Absolutely unreal. The weather's perfect. Everything's 80, sunny, no humidity. The people are really, really friendly. The water's like crystal clear. It's really, really nice. Yeah, so my bad. I lost power, John. So now we're on different sides. That's my bad.
It always throws me off when that happens.
Yep. No driving after. Yeah, exactly. Prime time. We're not leaving after the game. What are you, nuts?
We did in Buffalo.
Flights aren't that cheap. I looked today. Unless I could probably look from Atlantic City. It's probably cheaper. But it's like 9 hours away. It's an easy drive. So we'll see. Let's see. I've always wanted to go to Barcelona. That's definitely a week from tomorrow. Prime time is a rocking beer and smells like fish sticks.
Whoa. Messed up.
Since I've watched this show, I don't think I've ever seen Primetime Honor a Commitment.
Did you miss the 4 shotgun show where I said until the Jets score, I'm going to keep doing a shotgun? I
did remember that.
Time, so.
Yeah, Donald Trump. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Oh yeah. Let's see.
I immediately thought of Kanye West when I heard the fish sticks. For anybody that watches South Park.
You watch South Park?
Sometimes
I haven't watched it in a while.
Growing up, I watched it all the time. Every now and then, I'll tune into an episode.
When training camp starts, we're finally going to see the media in person during press conferences. That's about time. What we got here? Croatia's another place. Yeah, I mean, there's so many places you want to travel to. Now it's like when you try to book a trip that you worry about what are the protocols there. What's like?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you almost got to wait a little bit longer, and then see where we're going. But do you guys play Madden? I don't.
I used to.
Yeah. When it first came out, I did. But that was about it.
Every year, I used to be in line getting the new issue, and yeah.
Did you really?
Yeah. Every year, I was big with it. Play online, do my franchise mode.
They haven't announced this yet. I tweet them every day. I'm like, because it is like there's it's about they open on the 27th, but then the weekend after that is when they're supposed to have this like big fan event for like all across the NFL. That's the same day as the concert, the Rise Against concert.
Oh
so,
shit!
Yeah, So I'm not buying tickets late. Now it's this freaking schedule.
We could do both. Practice in the morning and then concert at night.
We could do that. Let's see what we got here. Oh, Kotite versus Gayser.
I'd say Kotite. Even though I was younger, I don't remember it as much.
See,
It seemed
the
like those teams had a little bit more talent, a little more. He just like didn't really get much out of them.
I would say the Gase era was worse because he destroyed a franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
The damage that Gase did set this organization back to the point we got pretty much overhaul so many different things. Kotite, they replaced him, he started winning right away. I mean, that's but they were both horrendous. Oh, God, thank God these days are over.
Hopefully.
What's up? Jet fan for life? Oh, wait, what is this? I'm not, dude. I'm not gonna miss that at all. I just can't. And now he's like a little mini celebrity now because now he calls into like every different podcast.
Yep.
He's doing all kinds of shit. He repeats the same shit. Like the one guy sent me a direct message saying like Steve just said the same thing on this show and this. I'm like, well, whatever works for him, man.
I used to love when you guys would fight though. That was
Why?
Because it was entertaining. It was fun.
Let's see what we got here. Your take on Samini and Costello. Personally, I think they're great. Well, they won't be revoked. They both serve a purpose. Like to be honest with you, I like Samini's. It's usually on a Sunday. He does like his news and notes article. It usually gives like 8 or 9 little bullet points about little behind the scenes stuff, which is usually pretty informative. Costello is just, I don't know, not my cup of tea.
Samini, I used to really, really hate, and then I felt like he had like a decent run for a couple of years where I was like, all right, every now and then he'll put out something decent. I'm like, all right, gained a little more respect for him. Recently, not as much. And Costello, I used to really like him early on, and the past couple of years, just not so much.
Sometimes they come off very lazy, where it's like there's so much content they can provide. They just do They do the copy and paste shit. They do the standard negative stuff or the same old. It's like this is why a lot of these fan websites that do all these bloggers are getting a lot more traction because these guys aren't really doing a good enough job, So we'll see. I mean, I don't really read a lot of them anymore. I just kind of just hang out. So I guess Team USA lost back to what? I guess they lost. Everybody's talking about this.
They were, I think, 28-point favorites to Nigeria. They lost that game, and apparently they lost tonight too to Australia.
Yeah, I miss Ray Lucas as well, man. He's one of my favorites.
He was the best on that. Yep.
And it's funny because
even though Chad Kaskadin also, he was really good on there.
So was Joe Klecko.
Yep.
And it was funny because the guys that were ultra hard on the Jets had to tone it down. It's like that, and the Jets find ways to get rid of them. And then all of a sudden, SY has somebody new on there, and somebody new on there. And Bart Scott they keep around, but it's like a lot of the guys that were very, very hard on this team aren't they? The Jets, they like to control the media, man. They like to control certain things, and they definitely did that there.
Really?
And there goes our chances. Let's talk some Nets.
Why?
Who cares about the Nets?
Nobody does.
And the funny thing is, dude, I'll say that. I guarantee you tomorrow I'll get like 10 hate messages like, your Knicks suck, this and that. Nets are the only team in town. Like, why? They didn't win nothing. What'd they win?
Net fans get angry. They got that little brother syndrome.
Inferior complex, man. Oof.
Yep.
They come after me all the time. What's up, man? I've seen, he's on a lot of them. No. If everybody else is doing it, why should we do it?
If he reached out and said, I'd like to come on your show, would you have him on?
Yeah, but he won't do that. But would they enjoy this if we had on a beat writer?
I don't think so. If they wanted to hear his thoughts, they can, like you just said, they can listen to any number of other shows he's been on. So
like a lot of you see just like 3 or 4 guys that go on all different shows, which is really cool. I mean, it's good to get that inside scoop, but it's just like, I don't know, like if everybody else is doing it, well, we don't need to do it then. Yeah. And these guys here, the person asking me this, I guarantee the chat would be brutal. This is boring. I don't give a shit. This take is horrible. We probably get more interest in like a UFC fighter coming out here than a freaking beat writer.
I'm sure they'd be calling him out the whole time over being a Dolphins fan. Too.
This guy sucks. He got knocked out his last fight. He can't throw a hook. Connor Hughes is good, man. He's good. Unfortunately, I don't pay for the Athletics, so I can't read a lot of his stuff. Yeah, but he's pretty good though. Prime Time's Mets are in first place.
Still going.
Both teams had bad losses yesterday. That's for sure. Brutal losses.
And we got a nice draft pick too. Kid Kumar Rocker, 10th overall.
Yep. I saw Elias doing his little live stream there. They're all celebrating, jumping up and down and stuff.
It's so hard though to get excited over like a draft pick in baseball because you know you're not going to see him for like at least another 3 or 4 years. So
Yep. Then you hope they don't get like Tommy John surgery and all this other shit that could happen.
and usually they do. So
Yep. Yeah, usually, especially the pitchers. There's always something that always happens.
Yep.
What else we got? That's why I think you in Primetime ask the real questions during presses. That's why we won't get them.
Exactly.
It's just
You either play the game or you don't get to play the game. So
listen, the Mets spanked the Yankees. You want to talk about it? You guys can
They did.
gloat and talk about
They
all you want.
we don't have to talk about it anymore. I don't want to
Yankees are it's just disgusting. But I will say this: the Garrett Cole performance on Saturday was just remarkable. That was like an angry, like a middle finger to everybody. Like I'm gonna, because the whole
was
sticky
alright.
stuff.
It was all right.
Come on, man. I know we have the Grom. The people that are writing off Garrett
I'm
Cole.
saying I watch that every 5 days. So it's
Yeah, well, then
all
you
right.
watch that for 6 innings, and then I watch Garrett Cole throw a complete game. So that's all.
all right in July. Let him do it in October.
Yeah, let's make you guys make October.
We've been there.
Yeah.
Grom's been there.
We appreciate that. Any time zone. Is Aaron Boone the Gase of the Bronx? I mean, I think
Not that bad. He's not that bad.
he's not great, but he's also hamstrung with Brian Cashman's got too much power, and analytics has too much power in baseball. I think a lot of shit's taken out of his hands.
Isn't that why they wanted him though? Because he was
Yep,
going
he's
to
a
be
puppet.
he was going to be the analytic guy that
And
played by the book.
Girardi didn't want to buy into all that.
Yep.
And they also wanted to be a nicer guy to the players.
Yeah. Call me crazy, but I love old school baseball. Like I feel like as a manager, you have to have a feel for something. Like analytics might say one thing, but if you're watching the game and you get a certain feeling based on the way the pitcher looks or the way the hitter's been swinging the bat that day, like you got to go by feel. I think so much of baseball is just feel.
Garrett Cole with one good performance. One? I never mentioned him in the same state as DeGrom. See, this is how things get misconstrued so easily. I said from a Yankee fan perspective, Saturday night was impressive. After everybody was doubting him that after the using the sticky stuff. So never said all that. Just I know you're trying to get your DeGrom agenda out there, but that wasn't the take.
It was a good performance.
It was good. It was good. Very good. But I mean, they needed it, man, badly from him. Did you see the Jake Paul brothers? Yeah, I mean they want all they're doing is they're angling for bigger paydays. They want to piss him off to the point where he boxes them. That's all they're trying to do. And now they set the $100,000 necklace to Dustin Poirier. I mean, they're just trying to stay relevant until they start losing. Then the dream will be over.
Well, if Tyron Woodley does what he's supposed to do,
He's supposed to, yeah. How did you guys become Jet fans? For me, it was Jets beating Cards in '96. That was Adrian Morel had a big day. I was at the Pig and Whistle watching my first game.
Wasn't there a game? Maybe I'm wrong. Wasn't there a game with the Jets and Cardinals where Rob Moore threw up on the field?
I don't know. Was there?
I feel like that's like one of my early. I feel like I remember a game where Rob Moore threw up on the field, and I feel like it was against the Cardinals. Maybe I'm wrong, but.
So how'd you become a Jet fan, Primetime?
I became a fan just by going to the games. My dad was a season ticket holder his whole life, or after the '83 season at least, where they made the playoffs after they beat the Packers the final week. He became a season ticket holder right after that. So I always grew up with the tickets in my household. And early on as a kid, I would go to just the games in September when it was nicer weather. And then once I was like 7 or 8, I pretty much went to almost every single game. So I was hooked from that point.
Yeah, mine came by accident because my family's all Giants fans and they couldn't get Giant tickets. So my dad wanted to bring me to a game for my birthday, and it ended up being Jets Browns. So we go there, and the tailgating amazed me as a kid. And then you always had to stay in everything's larger than life. You're like the players, everything looked just so amazing. And then I heard the Jet chants. I'm like, holy shit, this is crazy. And then they won. They blew out the Browns. I'm like, oh, this team is. My dad's like, how did this happen? Like this is like the complete, the
Jets chant was one of the biggest things for me. Like being 2 sections over from Fireman Ed, and because the section that we were in was always, getting fired up. Like everybody that was in that vicinity was just rowdy beyond belief.
Yep.
So having that
was
atmosphere
amazing,
was crazy.
man.
Yeah.
It was like as a young kid, like the first time being in the stadium was amazing. You basically just look at everything. You don't know to even watch,
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, Brian Taylor. Remember that? That was a highly touted prospect. So we can do a few more. Adrian Morel was very good. I was actually at an autograph signing when they Jets traded for Curtis Martin. It was a real awkward moment.
Apparently, Rob Moore did throw up in the huddle.
Did he?
Steve. I think I was right.
Let's see. Since we got Ryan Lindley.
Thought so. Sounded familiar.
Does that make the Yankees the new Puppets and Muppets? No, they're not that bad. I mean, last year's team.
Not
That's
yet. Not yet.
last year's team was a legendary Muppets and Puppets. Do a few more here. Let's see. Richie Anderson's a good player. If you guys could choose a player from the 2010 roster and put them on this year's roster, who would it be?
Darrell Revis. Without
Bingo.
question. Without question.
That's a slam dunk on that one.
That defense, you put Revis in his prime with those guys on the front seven, because he didn't really have that. You know, we
Yep.
never had the front. I mean, Sean Ellis was a good player. You know, a few like Bart Scott was good. David Harris was really good, but you didn't have any elite pass rushers. You know, you were great against the run, but Revis, I mean, he was the one dominant player you had on that defense.
Yep, for sure. Let's see. Is David is David Harris an underrated middle linebacker? I don't think underrated. He made a pretty good amount of money. He was a captain, veteran leader. He's gonna be in the Ring of Honor, right?
I don't think I'd say underrated. He was just very good pro.
Very good pro.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Guess we could probably wrap this up. I guess prime time is like 10, 15. Yeah, so we'll do is tomorrow night, 8:30, be me in prime time. Then next Tuesday, Tyrone joins us. So Mondays and Tuesdays, lots of chaos. No more blog talks. You don't have to call us anymore. Just enjoy us here. Thank you guys for joining. And we'll take callers tomorrow night too. So anybody who wants to join us tomorrow night, be all callers. The whole show will be callers. That's it. Talk to you guys later.
Have a good night.